Was Your Honor able to hear the interpreter?
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Just making sure.
Right. So what case are we doing first? Greenberg. Okay. All right. And these are the interpreter cases?
Yes.
All right. So what is your name?
Just 1 second, Judge. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell what courtroom they were in, so I'm connecting now to the headset.
Okay.
Sedmane Barrillo Greenberg.
Okay. And from my understanding, the public defender is appointed in all these cases. So the public defender is present here in the courtroom.
Yes.
All right.
If there are cases, Your Honor, if there are case numbers, Your Honor, if they can please be given to the interpreter. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. How many? There's several on this case, right?
Two.
Two case numbers?
Yes.
All right, so we have the case she was out on bond, 20 CF 5877 AW, and then the new case, which is 20 CF 5939 AO.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what's defendant?
Greenberg, Carrillo.
Thank you.
And isn't there three cases? I show a possession of heroin, 20 CF 5877. And I show the driving while license suspended as a felony, it appears, 20 CF 5939. And then the one she was out on bond on. So there's three. Are they separate? Same. Are they same ones? 5877. Yeah, they're the same. All right, so there's two. Oh, I'm confused.
Your Honor,
As a possession of heroin under 5877. Go ahead.
I'd like to be heard on the Dwillis for a PC challenge.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I have first, and I'll let you speak up
Okay.
on that issue.
There's two affidavits for initial appearance, Your Honor, and then the third, that's the flee and elude, 20 CF 842. They'll have a detainer if they're out on bond on a case, and for you to review and decide if you would like to revoke bond or just no action.
Okay, so the one she's out on bond, okay, nice. He's a 20 CF 842.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Been a while since I've done these. All right. All right, so there's, the PD wants to be heard on the suspended license. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, there are no facts in the affidavit stating that there were two prior Dwillises.
All right, State, do you have any proof of the priors?
The affidavit just says Dwillis.
I can certainly find, I guess, probable cause for the misdemeanor. Willis.
It says about a third of the way down, the license was currently suspended, revoked. It didn't say there was an arrest. It said it was currently suspended or revoked as of May 16, 2011, with the most recent notification date of suspension of August 28th.
Right, that doesn't make it a felony, though. So I'll find probable cause on the misdemeanor Dwillis charge.
Okay.
Her bond is set at $500, and then she's out on bond. And the 20 CF 842AO, those bonds will be revoked.
So I can't get out then?
That's correct, at least not today. Those are going to be at no bond. And then the new charge, the heroin charge, the bond will be stated at $1,000. You'll have to see another judge to get a bond hearing.
What was the bond on the misdemeanor, Willis, Your Honor?
500. All we can do at this point is the 32234 sub 2A, because we don't know. Okay, that should be it for her. It says off record. It says normal, then it says off record. On record?
Yes.
Okay, we're back on.
Yes.
Okay, what is your name?
Moisés Sosa Pérez.
Moises Sosa Perez.
All right, this is again, the public defender has been appointed. This is a trespass on property after warning. Looks like you're out on bond for the same charge. Anything from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Adjudication of guilt, 3 days with credit time served, court costs, no return to the scene of the trespass of the link station at 455 North Garland Avenue.
Adjudication, court costs, 3 days time served.
It's 3 with 2 time served, but he'll, I think, still get out this afternoon.
Is that something the defense is ready to do today, or?
That's fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
So has somebody gone over the plea form with him already and all that's ready to go, or?
No, Your Honor, we're not signing any plea forms. Just
We're not doing plea forms?
no, we're not.
All right, so has somebody spoken to him at all?
Initial appearance. So no, we haven't spoken to him directly. We're leaving it up to him to make a decision. He said yes before she agreed.
All right, well, then there's still the other case. He's out on bond. Does he have any other history? Is he?
Resisting without violence, disorderly intoxication. That looks all in terms of convictions, Your Honor.
All right, so do you understand your charge of trespass after warning?
Sí, lo que pasa es que no me habían explicado bien, ahorita sí ya me lo explicaron y ya voy a hacer caso.
Yes, it's just that it hadn't been explained properly to me, and now it has been, so now I'm going to follow through.
So you understand you cannot go back to the Lynx property. You understand that?
Sí, sí, ya lo entendí.
Yes, I got it now.
Right, and you're indicating you want to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest today?
No me opongo.
No contest.
All right, so you understand you're giving up your right then, your right to have a trial, to be presumed innocent, to confront witnesses, to have your attorney represent you.
Pues sí.
Well, yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest can cause you to be deported.
Sí, pues yo tengo Social Security.
Yes,
But I have a social security number.
I'm just saying if you're not a U.S. citizen, I don't know whether you are or not, but if you are not, and you plead guilty or no contest, deportation proceedings could be initiated against you. Do you have any other questions or anything you want to say?
Bueno, entonces, ¿qué puedo hacer para... Sí, para no... que no me deporten, pues?
Well, what can I do then in order to, what can I do so that I won't be deported?
Well, if you're not a U.S. citizen, then you can certainly plead not guilty today, and the public defender's office will get down and speak to you when they have time and try to figure out what they can do.
Bueno, entonces me declaro inocente.
All right, then I'll plead innocent or not guilty.
Okay. All right, and then there's the bond on that is $500. On the prior trespassing case, I'm not going to take any action on that based upon you telling me you didn't understand it, but now you understand you cannot go back, correct?
Sí, está bien.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. That's all for you.
Is there a case number, Your Honor?
The 2020 MM 3498 AO. All right, what is your name?
Jose Barrero?
What was the name again?
Jose Barrero.
I have a Jose Martin Acevedo.
Sí.
Yes.
All right, you have an out-of-county warrant from Volusia County. There's currently no bond. So will this be recalled tomorrow after they contact Volusia? All right, so we're just going to appoint the public defender at this point. We'll stay the no bond. And then you'll be added back on the docket as soon as they figure out what they're going to do with you. All the interpreters?
Yes.
Okay.
All should be.
All right, so thank you, interpreter. I guess that's all for you.
You're welcome, Judge. Thank you.
On the Marrero Acevedo, we do the possession case.
He's on
Was there a new charge?
that yesterday.
Okay.
Just a point.
Put your hands down. Move your hand. Like a.
Got it. Hi, Your Honor.
Hello. All right. Call has been disconnected. What did that mean? Oh, okay. What is your name?
Brittany Palmer.
Palmer, you're here on a battery domestic violence charge.
Very sadly, yes.
Is there a victim here? Alleged victim?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Any input from either side?
No, you're
Answer the question.
All right, so I have to order no contact with the victim, separate residence, and no history or anything, state, or?
Can I ask you something, Judge?
no out-of-state convictions.
Hold on.
No Florida or out-of-state convictions, Your Honor.
All right, so you want pretrial release, ROR, state, what?
They qualify for PTR. Says she doesn't qualify for PTR.
She does not?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if they interviewed her.
Your Honor, it's Courtney from Pretrial Services. She was interviewed. We were unable to verify her community ties.
Okay. Such as like her residence, is that what you're trying to verify, or?
We were trying to get in contact with an emergency contact. She didn't wish to provide one.
I
Okay.
have no one.
You what?
I have no one really at this point. It's quite sad.
All right, so, you have any money to post a bond?
No, I have nothing. I didn't
All
even.
right, then
I didn't know there was a bond though. How much is that?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now, deciding.
Okay.
So can you afford a bond?
I can check with family.
What family is that, local or somewhere else?
Local.
Well, that's what they wanted, your family ties, and I could release you without posting a bond. Do you have family here they can contact?
Yes. I don't have the greatest relationship with. Yes.
Okay, so you give that information to them. I'm going to order you released to the pretrial release program. If they cannot release you, then and only then will it be through the ROR program.
And what are these programs?
Basically, you're not going to have to post any money. Okay.
Am I being?
Anything else?
Am I being released today? And that's only with the fee.
Yes, you should be released today.
Okay. And once again, you don't know how much the bond is yet? Or there
It's
won't
going
be a
to-
bond? Okay.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Sorry for the confusion. All right.
Your Honor, can we request a one-time return?
Yes, may return one time in all DV cases with law enforcement unless the state objects for some reason. Pick up personal items. Okay, what is your name?
Hi, it's Priscilla Carazana.
I thought that's what he said. I thought that's what he but it's,
This one is?
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
All right, this is a battery domestic violence case. Anything from the state?
No contact, no weapons or firearms, Your Honor.
Now, in this case, the weapon was a frying pan, so no frying pans or?
Usually we just ask for no weapons or firearms in most.
Okay. All right, and I assume the victim's not there. You'll let me know if there's a victim there, I assume?
Yes,
Joe?
Your Honor, it's no victim here.
Okay.
I will advise you when it is.
All right, and is this one, pretrial release possible with this one or not?
She does qualify for a PTR, Your Honor.
She does? Okay. So release her through the pretrial release program. No contact with the victim, separate residence, no weapons. Again, the PD is all pointing in all the cases. Okay.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we're gonna do the private attorney next, Romanco.
Okay. There's a bond on that, right?
It's a VOP case.
Yeah, but there's a bond. Okay, I'll meet you. Let's see.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello?
Attorney Dan Sercom for Mr. Romanco.
Okay, this is a violation of probation from Division 19 here. Let's see. Looks like bonds, for some reason, they've already set bond at 1,000.
Yeah, and he paid it, and we turned him in. It should have been fine, and they held him till today.
Your Honor,
Yes?
he did have a FAT placed on him earlier, but it has been removed, so he can't bond at this time.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
All right. See you on the other side.
Yes, sir.
All right, your name?
Riley.
What is it?
Riley. Derek.
Okay, you have new charges of aggravated assault, domestic, battery, domestic, and you're out on bond for resisting without and disorderly conduct. All right, on the cases you're out on bond, the charges, those bonds are going to be revoked and go to no bond. Anything from the state on the new charges, aggravated assault and battery, domestic?
No contact, Your Honor. Also, no contact with the children, separate residence, and no weapons or firearms.
Any history?
Your Honor, last Florida conviction, contributing delinquents of a minor, other Florida convictions, uttered forged instruments, burglary, multi, larceny, grand theft, multi, violation of condition of DV, trafficking, stolen 2 times, larceny, grand theft, occupied dwelling, Willis, marijuana possession times 2, accident, crash, involving personal injury, willingness to acknowledge, matter of right, contributing delinquency of a minor.
And I think I see something where he has a warrant out of Las Vegas. And charges out of Washington and Oregon. All right, so your bond's revoked in those other cases. On these charges, count 1, there'll be a $2,500 bond. No contact with the victim, separate residence, no weapons. No contact with the children. Was DCF contacted in this case? I didn't see that. I'd ask the state to contact them if they haven't. Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
can we request that the defendant is advised that he has a one-time return with police?
Yes, if and when he gets released, he may return to the residence one time only with law enforcement only to pick up his personal items. And count 2 will have a $1,000 bond, same conditions.
That's it.
What is your name?
Danielle Growth.
All right, this is a battery domestic violence case. Anything from the state? Any victim present? No. Okay. Okay.
No contact, no weapons or firearms, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll order no contact with the victim.
So on this one, no alcohol, Your Honor.
This one alcohol related?
This smells like the infirmities of alcohol.
All right, we'll order you not to consume any alcohol, no weapons, no contact, or separate residence. And you may return one time with law enforcement to pick up any personal items. And pretrial release, yes. Okay, so that'll be a pretrial release case.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, next on the list is Rivera. He is mental health.
Okay, so we'll reset that for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Abel? All right, your name?
Jesse Villalobos, sir.
All right, so you have new charge of violation of condition of pretrial release. So you're out on bond in 2020 CF 4943, Division 12. Those charges will go to no bond at this time. You have no contact with the victim.
Excuse me, Your Honor. That I paid for. They came in here and put in paperwork to have these charges dropped. Like, I don't know. I don't see my attorney here. But these charges were supposed to be dropped.
Well, the public defender's office can look into that. Your new charge of violation of condition of pretrial release. Any history state, anything I need to know?
This conviction is a battery. Convictions include felony possession of paraphernalia, battery times 2, out-of-state conviction, drive-by shooting, Willis.
All right, you've not done a motion for pretrial detention, correct, State? All right, so I'm going to set bond at $10,000 on that charge. Again, no contact with the victim. Yeah, revoke those bonds. Yeah, bonds are revoked on the 2020 CF 4943. No bond.
Hey.
What is your name?
Catrice Beckford.
Beckford. You here on possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. There's a warrant here. On set at $1,000 and $100.
I don't have it.
PR if qualified. And she does not qualify, correct?
Is this for PTR, Your Honor?
Right.
It doesn't look like she was interviewed. We can have her interviewed to see if she qualifies.
Okay. Yeah, the bond says $1,100 total or PTR if qualified. So we'll leave it at that. There's a warrant there, so probable cause is established. All right, that's all for you, ma'am.
What did he say?
They're gonna come interview you. Your Honor, the next person on the docket, Brandon Kern, refused court.
Okay, let's try to reset him for tomorrow. All right, what is your name?
Devontae Francis.
Okay, looks like you failed to appear. Looks like in my division, 80, for a trespassing charge. Missed your court date January the 6th.
I had one September and I went to it and they redid it. I don't know why. They never sent me no mail for that. I never.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and set you a bond on this based on what's going on in the world today. So I'll set your bond at $500. Can you make that?
Yes, but I was wanting I was wanting to plea out to trespass. I mean to the trespassing today. I wanted to plea out to with basically time served because I received time on it already.
Is that the case he's out on?
Yes,
Trespassing?
it's trespassing.
We have the ability to take a plea.
Yes, I have ability to take a plea today.
He's already been appointed. Do we have a factual basis anywhere for that charge? Trespassing? State, is that something you can pull up?
Just a second. You guys have the case number for this past one?
It's a 2019 MM 9332 AO.
What's his time served?
Yeah, 46 days.
Information was filed a long time ago when he's set for trial. I don't know if any reason.
You don't have a factual basis? You don't have a factual basis, Dave? That's kind of all I need.
The information was filed.
Is there a notice to appear with facts or an arrest affidavit?
You need a copy of it?
Or if you can just read in the record what the alleged facts are for the trespassing.
Second.
And you're offering what adjudication and time served and cost today?
Yes, Your Honor. And no return.
All right, so you understand that offer, adjudication, time served, court costs, and no return to the location?
Yes, sir.
Right. You understand all your rights you have that you're waiving, your right to go to trial, to be presumed innocent, to confront the witnesses, to have your attorney represent you?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about any of that?
No, sir.
All right.
There is an arrest affidavit. No, actually, it's for the,
You don't have it?
it's on the warrant. I think the problem is it was transferred.
Okay, the only way I can do this today is if I have a factual basis. The state doesn't have that. If you want to supply it, I can go ahead and do it.
But factual basis.
Means you would have to tell me how you were trespassing. What happened there?
I was trespassed from the house. At first, it was burglary of a structure, and it
Right.
was dropped from burglary of a structure to trespassing the structure.
So you were told not to go back and you went back? Is that what
No,
happened?
I was told not to go back, and I was never trespassed. It was dropped from burglary of a structure to trespassing.
You're charged with trespassing. That
Yes.
means you went back and you were not supposed to.
I didn't go back. I never went back there. I was charged with trespassing from actually being there at the time. It was actually burglary. The original charge was burglary of a structure.
Were you told to leave and you didn't leave? Is that what happened?
I got trespassed from being there, from sleeping there. I was there asleep, and then that's why I got the trespassing.
Were you told to leave and you did not leave, or you came back?
No, I was told to leave, and I was asleep. I told to leave, but I got arrested from being there sleeping, and that's the reason why it was trespass.
Your Honor, the initial case was in 2019 CF 14469, and as Mr. Francis stated, it was reduced to administrative transfer to county court,
Right.
and that's why it's the trespass. So the facts are in the 2019 CF.
Do you have those to put in the record?
Mr. Francis, are you wanting to resolve your case today?
Yes, I wanted to resolve it to time served today.
Mr. Francis. Your Honor, the facts state that on October 15, 2019, on October 15, 2019, at approximately 1800 hours, Terry stopped at his residence and noticed a lawn chair placed inside the fence of his property. When he went in, he saw a black male sleeping on the screen patio and didn't recognize him, and he didn't give him permission to be on the property. So those were the facts.
Yes, that was the facts.
So he was inside somebody's house he wasn't supposed to be in?
Inside of a patio, yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So what is your plea to the trespassing? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
All right. So I'll accept that plea. And the agreement was an adjudication, time served of 46 days. You have court costs and no return to that location.
Yes,
And you
sir.
can pay that through the clerk's collection program, at least $20 a month. And we'll start that on August the 1st.
Yes, sir.
All right. What is your name?
My name is Antoine Jean Demiz.
All right, you have criminal mischief, resisting without violence. Those bonds are $500 each. You're ordered non. This is with the Lynx bus. You're not to have any contact with the Lynx bus. All right, anything else from either side? Okay.
No, Your Honor.
All right, next one's Marcus Carter. All right, Mr. Carter.
Hello.
You have trespass on property after warning. The bond is set at $500. Anything from either side? What is your offer?
With the trespass, it's adjudication of guilt, credit time served, court costs, no return to the scene of the trespass at 3101 West Princeton Street.
All right, do you want to bond out, or you want to enter a plea of guilty or no contest today, or what do you want to do?
Yes, I'll plead guilty of no contest. I'm sorry for going to Walmart. I just needed to get something for my. Oh, sorry.
Well, you've been trespassed from there, so you cannot go there.
Yes.
And that's the 3101 West Princeton Street.
Yes.
So you want, what plea do you want to enter today?
Guilty.
All right, and you understand the rights you're giving up to go to trial, to be presumed innocent, to confront the state's witnesses, to have your attorney represent you in trial. Any questions? Those are your rights you're giving up. If you want those rights, you can plead not guilty, and we'll reset this for another day, and you can have your attorney.
I'm pleading guilty.
Right, and you're waiving those rights I went over.
Yes.
You're giving up your right to have a trial, to be presumed innocent at trial, to confront the witnesses in trial.
Yes.
You're giving up all your basic rights.
Yes, because I was guilty.
Okay, you just have to understand you're giving up those rights. Do you have any other questions?
I don't have any more questions. I'm sorry. I don't have an attorney right here by me. I'm not used to that.
Right. If you need an attorney, we can reset this. You can speak to your attorney.
No, I don't have any more questions. I'm sorry.
All right. And your plea is what today?
Guilty.
All right. To the trespass after warning, there is a factual basis in the arrest affidavit. How much credit is there?
I believe 2 days, Your Honor.
All right. So you have credit for 2 days in the county jail. You're adjudicated guilty. Not to return again to that location mentioned earlier. You'll have court costs to pay.
Thank you.
And that'll be at least $20 a month starting August 1st.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what does that mean?
What is your name?
Jason Craig.
Okay, you have possession of drug paraphernalia, violation of probation out of county. So there's no bond on that. Looks like Brevard County.
Yes, sir.
So he'll be reset on that one. All right, so you'll be recalled back after they contact that judge. Your paraphernalia, your bond is set at $500. And public defender's already appointed. They'll speak with you. And that's all for you. All right, your name?
Welcome. My name is Cameron Jackson.
All right, you have a charge of resisting an officer without violence. That bond is currently at $500.
What's up?
All right, anything from either side? Can you make your bond to $500?
Jim could potentially do it.
Can you make your bond?
Judge, I believe there's some mental health issues going on here.
Okay, so public defenders appointed out to look into the competency issue. We'll leave the bond at $500 or mental health pretrial release if he qualifies. Okay.
Pre-trial release.
All right, your name?
John Weber.
All right, you have an out-of-county warrant with no bond. Looks like maybe Lake County. So we're going to have to contact that judge and reset your case to see what that judge wants to do with your case. And the public defender will be appointed in the meantime. That's all I have for you. right, your name?
Sarah Boley.
All right, you have a battery domestic violence charge. Anything from the state?
No contact, Your Honor, no weapons or firearms.
And let's see, does she qualify?
She was not
No.
interviewed, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have local family here in the area?
Yes, I do. I have my grandmother, and then my dad lives in Sanford, but that's all I have in Orlando.
Okay, so at this point, I'm aware you have no contact with the victim, separate residence, no weapons. I'm going to release you through pretrial release if you qualify. If she does not qualify, how much of a bond can you make?
Me?
Mm-hmm, you.
I get paid today, but it's at my job right now.
What's that?
I get paid today through my job, but I have to go pick it up.
All right, if she does not qualify for pretrial release, then we'll do the ROR. If you need to return to that residence one time to pick up personal belongings, you can do that,
Okay.
but with law enforcement.
Okay.
All right, that's all for you. What is your name?
Jacada Pittman.
All right, you have a charge of violation of probation. There's no bond. Public defender's been appointed.
Your Honor, I can't get no bond.
No, you'll need to talk to your attorney and set a bond hearing with the felony judge.
Okay.
So that's all for you.
The next person on the docket, Joshua Gordon, refused court.
Okay. Monday?
Yeah, it's the end of it.
Okay, Monday it'll be reset for. Your name?
How you doing, Your Honor? My name is Jason Johnson.
Johnson. What happened to Hall?
He also refused court, Your Honor.
He what?
He
refused court.
Refused court?
Yes, sir.
Who is it we're calling, Your Honor?
Richard Hall refused to come. So that'll be reset. So this is Jason Johnson.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Your Honor?
Hello. All right, so what is this? So public defender's been appointed, driving license suspended with knowledge. So this is a pleable. Read it for 9 days. I don't really have a charge or anything. What is this? Is there a bond already on this, or?
Richard Hall. Richard Hall refused.
So these are the pleables, basically? So state on Johnson?
We didn't have an offer on that one for all records. She's plead not guilty.
I can't hear you.
Mr. Johnson to enter a not guilty plea, Your Honor.
Not guilty. All right, so plea of not guilty, public defender's appointed, so that'll be reset.
I didn't enter no not guilty. What did it? Huh? I didn't tell her to enter no not guilty plea. Why did she enter not guilty plea?
Mr. Johnson, you're on active probation. It's better for you to speak with your attorney first before
Yes.
you resolve this case.
So if you plead out on this, it'll automatically violate your probation, might send you to prison.
Okay.
Division 8-5, pretrial conference, June 15th at 8:30, courtroom 4A.
All right, your name?
Omar Arcade.
All right, so public defender's been appointed as a charge of battery. I'm assuming this is a plea of not guilty for the battery. All right.
Division 85, pretrial conference, June 15th at 8:30, courtroom 4A.
Next one I have is Elisa Warden.
She was ROR, Your Honor.
Okay, ROR, Warden. All right, and who is this? What is your name?
Keith Island.
Who is it?
Is it?
What is your name?
Keith Island. Island.
Keith something.
He's on the status hearing list, Your Honor.
Who's in the status?
Okay, so this is Keith Island, CF 197934. Public defender has been appointed, it looks like, on May 12th. This thing. All right, so this is from another county, it looks like, Polk County. Per Judge Jacobson, bond is to be set on count 1 at $1,000, count 2, $500. PD's already been appointed in Polk County. The defendant is ordered to contact the public defender's office in the 10th Circuit upon release. There's a phone number here for him. Is there any way to give him that number at the jail? The phone number is 863-534-4200.
All that information will be on his paperwork when he gets released, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see. If the defendant is released, he is ordered to appear for an arraignment on June 16th of this year, June 16th at 8:15 a.m. at Polk County Courthouse, Bartow, Florida. Okay, that's it. All right, and who is this?
Wendy Benjamin.
Okay. All right. Benjamin, let's see, violation of probation. There is a $1,000 bond on a DUI. Probation. Does he get a court date? Yes. Yeah, it's PD's appointed. I'm assuming it's not denial of the violation of probation? Denying the violation?
They typically just set bond and then they see judge.
Yes, Your Honor, we'll enter a denial.
Right.
BOP status, July 31st at 8:30, courtroom 10B.
And that bond's $1,000. Your name?
Sean Strachan.
All right, you're showing a violation of probation. It's currently set at no bond. Looks like a battery charge. It's a VOP. So we'll leave that at no bond at this time. Public defender is appointed.
Yes, Your Honor, we'll enter a denial in that case as well.
Okay.
BOP status, July 20th at 8:30, courtroom 9B.
All right, your name?
Sir Gina.
Okay, you have aggravated assault with a weapon, battery, domestic violence. So no prior history. And this was an argument over, she's pregnant and the alleged father was smoking dope.
Dab.
Yep, and she wanted him out and threw him out. So I'm going to ROR you, or you to have no contact with the alleged victim. And I mean alleged. So no contact, stay away from him.
Okay.
Your Honor, she does have an immigration hold at this time.
Okay.
Your Honor, they live together, the alleged victim and
Do you two live together?
Yes, we do, but he will be staying with his grandma.
Okay, so you got to have separate residence.
No, we live together, but because of the situation, we don't have any contact, so he has to go stay with his grandma.
Right, so you can't go back there if he's there.
Okay.
So you need to make sure he's out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, can we clarify to her the one-time return with police?
Yeah, you may return one time with law enforcement to pick up personal items. I'm going to order no hostile contact, but separate residence.
Okay.
We have a no weapon, including this
Yeah, no weapons, including the spray, the mace, or whatever it was in this case.
Stun gun.
The taser.
Whatever it was.
Okay.
Okay, your name?
Giovanna Peters.
I'll give you Peter's on it. So what is your name again?
Giovanna Peters is my legal name, but my license says Drescher because I hadn't had a chance to get a new Social Security card.
Drescher, I have McCarthy.
Yes.
He's out to hurry.
Okay, hold on. Okay, now I have it here. This is a battery, strangulation, domestic, battery, domestic. Indicates the victim does not want to prosecute, will not testify in court. So I will, anything from the state on bonds or anything? I'm going to order you to have no contact with the alleged victim, separate residence. You may return one time with law enforcement to pick up your personal items. No weapons.
Your Honor, she does qualify for a PTR.
Oh, she does. Okay, then that'll be PTR.
Your Honor, may I please speak?
Your attorney probably doesn't want you to speak at this point.
Well, I would like to discuss this, the no contact order. I don't want to go into too many details of my husband's medical issues, but over the last year that we've been married, I have helped him get the help that he's needed. I've gotten him into a psychiatrist, into substance abuse. Into substance abuse therapy with the doctor. He's supposed to go today at 1:30. And I don't want our marriage to end because we love each other very much. And I want to be able to help him and fix him. And when this happened after he...
Your Honor, I would advise the defendant to not speak about the facts of
The
her
attorney
case.
doesn't want you to talk. I've already set your conditions of release. You need to speak with your attorney, and then you're going to see another judge at another date when you're out, and then you can discuss all that with that judge. I've done all I can do today for you.
I know, but that's why I was asking if I could do it where I could at least, we could do like therapy, counseling, and have it to be...
That's for the next judge. The next judge can look into it more.
But then how are we going to fix it?
That's for the next judge. Okay? All right, your name? Your name?
DJ MacArthur.
All right, you're here on, looks like a warrant for your arrest. This is aggravated stalking with a credible threat. There's currently no bond. This is a bondable offense, so state. What do you say as far as a bond?
State, am I satisfied with the bond?
Hold on, sir.
Just in line with the bond schedule, Your Honor.
I'll order no contact with a victim. You're not to possess any weapons according to the warrant. Is there any history or?
A very, very lengthy history, Your Honor. When we get to the next series of cases, there's a punishable by life offense that I'll address.
All right, this one has no bond, so at this point, I'm going to set a $10,000 bond on this case.
Your Honor, are you
Let's see.
setting a bond on are you setting a bond on charges that have no bond on?
That, I just did a $10,000 bond on that case.
Is there any other charge, any other open charges that I have no bond on, other than just that one that you set a bond on?
We're getting to those now. You have an armed kidnapping. There's a warrant.
That's a misunderstanding, though, Your Honor.
Well, just hold on. We're not here to discuss the facts of the case. There's a warrant issued, so there's probable cause. That bond was set at $25,000. Count 2 is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That bond was set at $15,000. There's a battery, strangulation, domestic, which is no bond, which I will set a $10,000 bond, and again, no contact.
Kidnapping offense should have been punishable by life.
That's what I'm running. Armed kidnapping should be PBL, but judge set a bond.
Sometimes there's an error in the bond.
Well,
Your Honor, we just received supplemental information from the state. Can I have a moment to review it?
sure.
On the armed kidnap? Thank you.
Well, there's no issue on PC because there's a warrant.
Right, Your Honor. As to proof evident presumption graded, the state is going to bring that up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, we're not going to do an Arthur hearing today. That'll be reset.
Your Honor, is there anything I can say real quick about the armed kidnapping? Because my the
I
mother of
will
my
advise
child was
you to-
willingly
Sir,
with me.
hold hold on. Your attorneys are here. They're both screaming at you not to say anything.
Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, state, the judge issued the bond at $25,000. We're really not to change their bonds. I'm assuming that judge has a lot more information than I have. So,
Bonds do get changed, Your Honor, and I'm not sure why that error is there, but it is the armed kidnapping is a punishable by life offense.
It's on record on the phone that last night when I called the mother of my child, that this is before the no contact contract though, and she even said that she told the police that she didn't tell them that I kidnapped her, and she was also willingly with me on Mother's Day because it was Mother's Day. We were at my hotel, and I have 3 other people that were in the
you're going
room
to
with me.
continue to talk. You're going to continue to hurt your case, and you may end up in prison for the rest of your life because you're saying something. So I know you want to talk, but it's not a good time for you to talk. You're going to have to wait for the due process to take its course. That's the last warning I'll give you.
Your Honor, I would like to speak to proof evident presumption grade if possible.
Okay, so what is your proof evident presumption grade? What are the facts?
The victim and the defendant have been dating for 2 years. They have 1 child in common, and the victim is pregnant with another. There's a long history of escalating violence between them, which includes assault with weapons, threats to kill the victim, threats to kill others, threats to destroy her place of work. On May 11th, the victim awoke to the defendant straddling her and trying to choke her. He battered her, threatened to kill her and the baby. She called her brother to pick her up. The defendant slapped the phone away, threatened her with a broken wine bottle. He agreed to take her to the hospital, but threatened her with the broken wine bottle if she tried to run away or scream on the walk to the car.
That's the armed kidnapping, the broken wine bottle?
We haven't gotten quite there yet. While on iDrive in the car, that's the kidnapping. The victim attempted to exit the car, was battered by the defendant, an altercation ensues, and the defendant's car during the melee becomes stuck in the median. The brother eventually arrived, and there was altercation with the brother and the defendant, and then the victim was able to finally get into the brother's car, and they were able to leave. This encounter on iDrive was captured on video and is described in the supplemental report that I gave you this morning.
The armed kidnapping is the broken wine bottle?
He was
That's the
using that
weapon?
as the weapon. After this incident, the defendant continued to threaten to shoot the victim at her residence, and he came outside the residence and shots were fired. And you have that in the supplemental report too.
Shots weren't fired. That was my Camaro, Your Honor.
That's in the supplemental report that happened subsequently.
Your Honor, the state hasn't provided us with any of that information.
It's in the supplemental material.
And what is the history on this?
So to finish that, Your Honor, also attached are photos showing the injuries to the victim's arms and neck. Still photos were taken from the video that's described in the police report supplement on iDrive. There's also pictures of text received by the brother from the defendant where he acknowledges choking the victim and making the threats. The state asked the court to consider all the facts in the affidavits and the supplemental reports that have been provided. The affidavit for the pending case, which is the one where there was the threats for the shooting and the fired the photos of the victim, the photos taken from the iDrive video, which clearly indicate the nature of the kidnapping and support the fact that it wasn't a routine drive to the hospital. We also asked the court to consider the totality of the circumstances and the escalating history. The defendant is a violent offender and continues to escalate. The state argues there is proof evident or presumption great and asks that pending a pretrial detention motion our office is filing, that the judge hold the defendant with no bond.
Okay, defense?
Your Honor, the information provided by the state was not provided to defense. We don't have an affidavit specifically to this armed kidnapping case. She provided us with supplemental information that doesn't provide. I know it's the probable cause at this point because it's a warrant, but the supplemental information she provided to us isn't even enough for probable cause.
The armed kidnapping is in the original. That's not in the supplement.
All right, there's no issue on probable cause.
Right,
It's a matter of the bond.
we ask that the court doesn't find proof evident presumption great. As you mentioned before, the facts have been reviewed by a judge already. Probable cause was found and bond was already set on those counts. Based on that, Your Honor, we would ask the court to just stay the bonds as they are in the warrant.
All right, I have the photos from the state. Were these part of the warrant that the judge signed? Were these photos part of that warrant?
These are part of the supplement, Your Honor. The supplement is attached.
Did the judge see this? It's at the bond?
No, Your Honor, that's been
It's a supplement since then.
right.
Okay, so count one, armed kidnapping. I am going to set that at no bond at this point, and you can have an Arthur hearing or whatever you want to do with that one.
But Your
So
Honor,
that-
by
that-
evidence, but you're
does that
saying that you
address-
have evidence of the video of us
address
on
all
International
the
Drive.
issues?
Your Honor, you said you have evidence of the
No,
video
sir.
on International
No, sir,
Drive.
I'm not
They hit
discussing
me
that
first.
with
I got jumped. They're the ones who hit me. If you say you have video on International Drive of us physically getting into contact, I never got in physical contact with the opposing gender. It was her brother, and they jumped me. I'm the one that got hit first, so I'm not understanding how I have a no bond. And there's armed kidnapping. I'm the one who called her brother to come pick her up. She was talking about
Okay,
she
well,
wanted to
you're
go to the
gonna have to
hospital, but
discuss
she
that
let off a fire extinguisher in
another
my
day.
house. And I never let off any shots neither because that was my Camaro. I have a 200. I have a Camaro with 200 on the dash.
Okay, well, just keep talking if you want to give more evidence to the state. You just keep going at it.
I'm not saying anything that's gonna be against me. Everything I'm saying is
Mr.
defending myself.
McCarthy, please stop talking. Wait till you speak with your attorney. Everything that you're saying is being used against
Okay,
you
but
right
how
now.
you give me
Please
a
stop
bond and
talking.
then revoke it? How you revoke it though?
So the bond is to count 2 and 4 was stayed, and the count 3 was 10,000.
Right. You want these pictures back, or you want them?
They can be thrown out if you want. Okay, you can.
Okay. Okay, your
Your Honor,
name?
the defendant does have a victim here.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Syed Khan.
All right, you're here on a charge of battery, domestic violence. And we do have a victim present.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what is your name, ma'am?
Khadija Sassi.
I couldn't hear you.
Khadija Sassi.
Okay. Do you want him released at this time?
Yes, please.
All right, are you in fear of him?
He just need therapy, and I worked with his family and his brother and decided that they're gonna help him.
Okay, so are you in fear of him if he's released?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, is he going to reside with you or somewhere else?
Yes, he's gonna reside with me.
He resides with you?
Yes.
All right, and
Your
you want
Honor.
him to do that when he gets out, to reside with you?
Yes, please, Your Honor, and he gonna have his family to help him get therapy.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, we're having trouble hearing with all the static, and we couldn't catch her name.
What is your name again?
Khadija Sassi. Khadija Sassi.
Her name's in the report.
Seeing it.
This is the defendant. This is the victim we're talking to. It's not the defendant's name. Is there any history state? Nothing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so you want me to release him and he'll be allowed to reside with you, and I'll order him not to have any hostile contact with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, he does qualify for PTR.
All right, so we're going to release him through the pretrial release program. No hostile contact with the victim. Anything else, State?
That's all, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
The next person on the docket, Your Honor, also has a victim coming into the booth.
Okay. What is your name?
Joshua Main.
All right, this is battery domestic violence. I think it's domestic state. Not sure I read where it was domestic. So we have an alleged victim there?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what is your name?
Jennifer Canova.
Okay, and what is your relationship with the defendant in this case?
We're together, we're dating.
You're dating. Do you live together?
No.
All right, do you have any children together?
No.
I'm not sure this is DV, State.
It's dating violence. He goes on to say that it's ongoing and the nature of the relationship is characterized by the expectation of affection or sexual involvement.
So it's dating violence. Okay. All right, so ma'am, are you afraid of him?
No.
Do you want him to have contact with you?
Yes.
And State, any questions or any input?
Have there been instances of violence between you before?
No.
Are you concerned if he comes back, anything will happen?
No.
If it did, could you dial 911?
What was that again?
If there was a problem, would you be willing to call 911?
Absolutely.
That's all, Your Honor.
Does he qualify for pretrial release?
He qualifies
Yes?
for pretrial.
All right, so we release you through pretrial release. I'm going to order you have no violent or hostile contact with the victim. I'm also going to order you not to consume any alcohol. And that'll be it for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hmm? These are all. What is your name?
My name is Mardoche Mitil. Mardoche Mitil.
All right, so battery domestic violence. All right, anything from either side?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll release you through pretrial release. Order no contact with the victim. Separate residence. You may return one time to pick up your personal items with law enforcement. Okay. Your name?
Christopher Richard.
All right, you have two counts of, one count of battery domestic, one count of assault domestic. Apparently, there's no victim there. State anything?
No, Your Honor. Does have 2 prior convictions for BAT DB.
For EV battery?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a strangulation one, too. Order no contact with the victim, separate residence. You may return one time to pick up personal items with law enforcement. Bond will be set at $5,100. Okay, that's it. Your name?
Andrew Vold.
All right, you're here on a battery domestic violence charge. Qualify for pretrial release, so I'll order pretrial release. No contact with the victim, separate residence. You may return one time with law enforcement to pick up personal items if you reside together. And that should do it for you. What is your name?
Jeremy Bowman.
You have possession of meth, it looks like. 2 counts and drug paraphernalia. The bonds are $1,000, $150, and $100. And public defenders appointed.
He does qualify for a pretrial, Your Honor.
Okay, state. Can you bond out?
I can say yes.
So you have
I just have
Can
to.
agree to pretrial, Your
you
Honor.
have $1,250 bond. You can make that?
I just have to call a bail bondsman.
Okay. He's got some prior charges, so I'll leave your bond stayed. Okay. Your name?
Michelle Campbell, Your Honor.
Okay, you have possession of alprazolam and possession of drug paraphernalia. Those bonds are $5,100. You're out on bond in 2019 CF 11399. Those bonds will be revoked and go to no bond. Public defenders appointed.
Sir, could you please keep my bonds reinstated? I have a 6-year-old that I'm homeschooling, and if you read the report, it was in a bag that was in a trunk that was not even mine.
Your Honor, I
I've
would
been trying to
advise her
stay
to
out of
not speak
trouble.
about the facts of her case.
No, ma'am, you'll need to see the next judge before you get a bond.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hello, what is your name?
Jason Cavanzo.
All right. Looks like you have possession of the MDMA, ecstasy. So warrant was issued, bond set at $5,000. Is there just one count or two?
I believe one count, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's one count. There's a bond of $5,000. And that's all for you.
Can I have it reduced, Your Honor? Please?
No, this is a warrant. So I'm going to leave it stayed as in the warrant.
Okay. Can I ask one more question? How do I get the information for my case? Because I was never in possession or anything like that. Okay.
Public defenders appointed.
Okay.
Your name?
Good, Michael Sino.
All right. You have charges of robbery with a firearm. There's no bond. That's punishable by life. Aggravated assault with a firearm, grand theft, third degree, criminal mischief. Those bonds are $3,000, $1,000, and $500. Public defenders appointed. There's a warrant. Count one is punishable by life, so you're not entitled to a bond. You can do an Arthur hearing at a later date.
You finding proof evident or presumption great, Your Honor?
Isn't that what an Arthur hearing does?
We do proof evident or presumption great at initial appearance, and then they can file a motion.
And they can file another motion to have it heard again.
Arthur hearing.
Well, yes, I find that presumption is there since a judge signed the warrant and put it there. Hey, yes. Okay. Your name?
Actually, Collins.
All right. You have a new charge of petty theft, 2 prior convictions. Bond is set at $1,000. And you're out on bond on drug charges and an open container. And those will go to no bond at this time. Public defenders appointed. All right, that's it for you. Your name?
Maserati Perez, sir.
Okay. Charges of aggravated assault and law enforcement with a motor vehicle. Bond is set at $5,000. Aggravated fleeing and eluding with injury or damage is currently no bond. I'll address that in a moment. Grand theft, $150. Paraphernalia, $100. Reckless, $100.
Your Honor, we have a PC challenge. May we be heard?
You what?
We have a probable cause challenge as to the possession of drug paraphernalia.
Okay.
The affidavit does not state any facts that there was any paraphernalia found or tested.
All right. State, is there anything in there with the paraphernalia?
We would just ask the court to go have ROR as to that count and then set a bond in the other counts.
All right. So at this point, no PC on that, ROR on the possession of drug paraphernalia. And then on the fleeing, that's no bond. I have to set a bond, so state.
Defer to the court, Your Honor. He does have another conviction for fleeing and looting, and
Yes, he has a long history. I'm going to set bond at $10,000 on that count. What's that? Yes. All right, your name?
Fuller.
Fuller. All right, you have trafficking in meth, it looks like, with a weapon. That's a no bond at this time. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of cocaine with intent to sell, possession of alprazolam with intent to sell, possession of codeine. And then you're out on bond. 2020 CF 3962, those bonds will be revoked and go to no bond. And then on his trafficking with a weapons, state, is he entitled to a bond on that? That's not PBL, is it?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
I'm going to set bond at $100,000 on that case. Charge.
You said something about what? Your Honor, you said something about the bonds on my other cases?
Yes. They're being revoked. Cannot get out of jail till you see another judge. Your name?
Sidney Hayes.
All right, you have trafficking in cocaine, over 28 grams, less than 200. Possession of cocaine with intent to traffic. Possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver. Bonds of $50,000, $150,000, and $150,000. PD's appointed. Okay.
I was to come back. Okay.
Ramaya Kelly.
Coming to see if I can get a reduction.
Your name?
Jeremiah Kelly.
Okay, you have a failure to appear in Division 15. And that judge has set no bond. It's not to be modified. And then you have new charges of burglary of a dwelling, criminal mischief, bonds of $5,000 and $100. And you're not to return to the scene of the alleged burglary, no contact with alleged victims. All right, Kimball's next.
Yes, sir.
All right, your name?
Michael Kimball.
All right, you're on a violation of condition of pretrial release, violation of a condition. Says you're arrested for new offenses. So this offense should be no bond. So that'll stay at no bond at this time till you see another judge.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your name?
Jameson Laguerre.
All right. Possession of firearm by a convicted delinquent, possession of ammo by a convicted delinquent, grand theft third-degree firearm. Public defenders appointed. Bonds have been set at $2,000, $2,000, and $1,000. Total of $5,000. ED's appointed.
Your Honor, may I say a question? May I ask a question, please?
Your public defenders,
Just don't speak about the facts of your case, please.
they don't want you to talk. They don't want you to talk about the facts of the case.
I have court of Polk County right now because the hold I already bonded out. What it's like, I have a hold from Polk County, and my attorney is on the that has on the Polk County case is on the phone right now with the Polk County for court because I have a hold for Polk County, but I have court at 1 o'clock today for juvenile Polk County warrant, and that's the only hold I have, or else I would have been bonded out already. But I have court at 1 o'clock for Polk County to release the hold.
All right. Well, there's not a whole lot I can do about that at this point.
Like, am I going to be transferred to juvenile for the hold?
How old are you?
I'm 18. I just turned 18, but it's a juvenile warrant.
That's up to the jail whether they're going to take you to juvenile or not, since you're an adult. All right, and you already have an attorney in Polk County working on it?
Yeah, public defender in Polk County working on it.
Okay, well, there's a public defender here, so hopefully they'll get together and figure out what to do with you.
All right.
Okay.
The next person on the docket, Your Honor, Miguel Medina Machado, it's detox.
Okay, so there'll be a reset.
And then the next person on the docket, Pedro Pina, medical.
All right, reset. All right, what is your name?
Andrew Preston.
All right, you're on a grand theft, third-degree motor vehicle. Bond is set at $1,000. Public defender is appointed. Okay, it's all for you. Your name?
Angel Reyes, Lewis.
All right, looks like there's 4 separate cases here. Possession of alcohol, first one. All ROR on that charge. Then you have battery on law enforcement officer in the 5922 case. And the same charge on the 5923 case. And resisting without violence on the 3495 case with littering and sanitary nuisance. Bonds will be stayed. Public defenders appointed. Your name?
Gilma Rivera Flores.
All right, you have a new charge of driving while license suspended with knowledge. Looks like it's habitual offender charge. That bond is $2,500. And then you were out on bond on the driving while license suspended charge. Looks like a felony charge, so that bond's going to be revoked. We'll go to no bond. It's 2018 CF 16313AO. And so you will not be able to get out of jail till you see another judge.
Your Honor, she also has another open case that we added this morning. It's 2018 CF 012834AO. And she's out on pretrial diversion.
She's on pretrial diversion,
That's not right.
pretrial release.
No,
Pretrial diversion.
that's not right. That's not me.
It's a possession of meth and driving with suspended license 2 prior.
That's not right.
She's saying that's not her?
No.
The case number 2018 CF 012834.
AO.
That's not correct, Your Honor. That's not me.
Coming up in the clerk system for me if I'm putting it in right. 2018 CF 12834AO as Ronald Coleman.
2018 CF 012843AO.
Okay, sorry.
So it's a 2018 CF 12843AO,
Yes, Your Honor.
and she's out on bond on those charges?
She has pretrial diversion, and she's set for status hearing on July 27 with Judge Gil Adams.
I have never been put on pretrial for whatever diversion. That's not me. I'm telling you that that's not me. That must be a mistake. And Your Honor, can I say something?
No, hold on.
Ms. Rivera Flores, please don't talk about the facts of your case. Your Honor, that is her case under that case number, though. It's set for a status hearing July 27.
And it is hers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is she out on bond on those charges, or
Pretrial diversion.
what is her release status? Was she arrested? Was she?
No, I'm telling you that's
Set
not
for
me.
a status hearing because it's set for a status hearing. She was put on the diversion program, and then she has a status hearing regarding if she's comply.
How did she get to diversion without being arrested or?
Exactly. That's not me.
Yeah. No, Your Honor. This case is from 2018. So from here, it says she was arrested September 6, 2018.
That is not me.
It's an out on bond. It's an out of release case. That's why pretrial brought it up, because she's still under the jurisdiction until diversion is complete.
I'm going to take no action on that one. Leave it set for the hearing it's set for.
Your Honor, can I say something else? With the DMV being shot down, if I check my orange clerk, and they closed this case, the one that I'm on, it shows that it's closed. And with the DMV shut down, there's nothing else. It's nothing else that I could do. I've tried. If you can please just give me the bond, just keep the bond. I'll be able to, you know. But
Nope,
with the
no
DMV
bond.
shut down, like
History is
how?
very bad. No bond. Stallman, I have next.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you have delivery of cocaine, a bond set at $10,000, possession of cocaine $500. That's in the 20 CF 533AO. And then you're out on bond for prostitution, 2019 CF 15831. That bond will be revoked and go to no bond.
I am not on bond, sir. I haven't went to court yet for the
I'm
prostitution.
going to I'll revoke your ROR and set no bond.
Okay. So I can't get a bond?
Not today.
Okay.
Your name?
Jeremy Tamat.
Okay, you have charges of trafficking in meth, it looks like, MDMA, possession of cannabis greater than 20 grams, alprazolam, possession of cannabis, it looks like, and drug paraphernalia. And those bonds, I'll stay. Public defenders appointed.
Your Honor, he qualifies for PTR.
Yeah, he does. Okay. That was a good try. Okay, your name?
Vallejo.
All right, you have grand theft, third degree, trespassing the conveyance, bonds of 500 and 150.
Your Honor, he also qualifies for PTR.
All right, anything from the state?
Ask the court to stay on that one.
You what?
We asked the court to stay the bonds on that one.
Is there any history or?
Nature of the charge, there is no history.
Grand theft?
No.
She qualifies for a pretrial release, so she has contacts here in the area?
She does qualify for pretrial, Your Honor.
All right, I'll release her pretrial release on both counts. Public defender is appointed. Your name?
Catala.
What is it?
Hector Alejandro Catala.
Is it Catala?
Catala. Catala.
Right, okay. All right, so you have a reckless driving charge. Bond was set at $500.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to stay the bond at $500. Public defender is appointed. That's it for you.
Okay.
Your Honor, the next person on the docket, Amber Dozier, bonded.
Okay. Your name?
Jodeci Miles Smith.
Okay. You have a new charge of driving while license suspended with knowledge. Your bond is $500. All right, you have other pending charges of no registration. I'm not going to take any action on those charges, so you can bond out at $500. Public defender is appointed. That's all for you.
Thank you.
Your name?
Dinesh.
Okay, we have a driving under the influence, a bond of $500. Public defender's appointed. He qualifies for pretrial release, state. Can you make your bond? 500? So what I'll do is I'll set it at $500.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yeah, I can pay 500.
Okay, so we'll leave your bond at $500.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hello, what is your name?
Tammy M. Blair.
All right, you have a trespass on property after warning.
I
Is this
was
a plea?
told by the 5 police officers that I can come back in 24 hours. I actually exited out the hotel section.
So you're thinking you had the right to go back?
I
What are you
had
saying?
every right to go back, Your Honor.
Okay, well, we'll just reset your case. I'll leave the bond at $500, and then you're out on bond on some other misdemeanors. I'm going to take no action on those at this time. So you can bond out.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Your name?
Samuel Hamilton.
Okay, you have trespass on property after warning. Bond is $500.
After they asked Judge, Your Honor, after they gave me the warning, the officer, I was on the Walmart parking lot.
Your Honor, I would advise him to not speak.
It was two sides.
We're not going to really discuss the facts of your case.
Yes, sir.
That's for another day. Everything you say can be used against you. Your public defenders are here in my courtroom asking you to be quiet about the facts.
If you would like an offer, Your Honor, we could offer one for credit time served, adjudication of guilt, court costs, no return to the scene of the trespass of the Walmart at 2500 South Kirkman Road.
Your Honor, it's not in his best interest to take a plea today.
Okay. All right, so the bond is $500, and it looks like you're out on bond in 2018 CF 1093380. Those are going to go to no bond. So you have to see another judge before you can bond out.
How long will it take for me to see another judge?
I don't know. Your public defenders may be able to help you with that later. All right, your name?
Goin Davis.
All right, you have an out-of-county warrant. It's currently a bond of $2,000.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to bond out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your bond's at $2,000.
So if I pay the money right now, I'll be out, right?
Well, as far as that case goes, yes, you should.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it, but.
Your name?
Jabari Perella.
All right, you're here on an out-of-county warrant. There's currently no bond out of Polk County. And Polk County will be contacted, and then you'll be reset for court to let us know what to do with you. You'll be reset in a day or, well, sometime in the near future, hopefully.
All right.
Your name?
Dakota Rowe.
What is it?
Dakota Rowe.
All right, so this is an out-of-county warrant. Bond is set at $20,000 out of Volusia. You're going to be able to bond out?
I might be.
Okay, so if he doesn't bond out, do they contact Volusia, or what do they do? Okay, so they'll be contacting Volusia, and you may be coming back to court soon. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Your name?
Jamila Dudley.
All right, you have a no bond on a violation of probation. Public defender is appointed. And let's see, and then you have two of those actually, two VOPs. One in Division 11, one in Division 17, looks like. All right, so the public defenders will speak with you when they get a chance. Your name?
Milka Jael Joseph.
All right, you're here on a violation of probation. It's also no bond at this time. Public defender is appointed. And that's Division 10. It's all for you.
Thank you.
Okay, your name?
Davis Williams.
What is your name?
Davis Williams, sir.
Can we pass by Anthony Williams for a moment, Your Honor?
Okay.
And this is Davis Williams in the status hearing.
Davis. That's one we talked about earlier, right? Yeah. All right, so you're Davis Williams?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you have the out-of-county hold, and we've contacted that judge. He says your bond's to be set on count 1 at $1,000, count 2, $250, count 3, $500, count 4, $500. PD's been appointed in Polk County. If you're released, you're ordered to appear for an arraignment on June 19th at 8:15 in Polk County.
Yes, sir.
And that's all I have for you.
Bond, sir.
Nothing for me to sign? Okay. Your name?
Williams Anthony? Williams.
What is your name?
Williams Anthony. Anthony Williams.
It's a status hearing, Your Honor. Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Regular
I'm
document,
wrong.
Anthony Williams.
Anthony Williams.
Okay,
City
so,
City ordinance.
all right. You have a disorderly conduct charge. Your bond is $500. And let's see. Like you have several prior convictions. All right, you're out on bond on a trespass on property after warning. I'm going to revoke that bond. It's going to go to no bond. So you'll need to see a judge before you can bond out. I'll stay your other bond.
Okay.
Stuff for the 33 Jasper, or 3 months.
We have some 33-day motion stuff. I have some nice silverware for you.
Your Honor, did we do Mr. Romanko felony VOP warrant?
Private attorney.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Ms. Haley.
Weird how this voice has just come out of nowhere.